Greetings, my fellow prison guards. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, episode 18, Broken Resolve. I'll set up another zone up here. And a soothing mail. Okay, that should help Fishpick get up there and stay in a good mood. I'm going to wait until a little bit more midday. Because it's pretty cold right now. Getting low food warnings, but we are about to have another harvest. Alright, Fishpick, head up to Area 1. Don't forget to burn the southern valleys. Yeah, now that it is clear, I can go ahead and do that. So I'll get Axios to head for the Molotovs now. He's a little shivery, so I'm going to warm him up before he goes. Now we're combining the stocks. Godless attacking immediately, and they're very close to Fishpick. Axios, forget what you were doing? Fishpick is trying to take a path that doesn't lead him through enemies. Zeusin is going to mobilize to try to pick off some of the people pursuing. And Fishpick is headed to the walls as soon as he can. Axios abandoning the corpse burning, grabbing his assault rifle, and running to his friend's aid. The enemies immediately close don't have long-range stuff. So Zeusin's trying to wound them to make it a little bit easier to defend and rout them. Fishpick is given a pretty good hustle into cover. Axios readying with the assault rifle. Looks like Fishpick able to outmaneuver the enemies, which is awesome. And then Froggadog did manage to warm up briefly in the grow room. The rice is ready to harvest, so Fishpick is actually going to head straight to the grow light to flick it off to retain power. Shooters are at the gates. And in trying to chase Fishpick, the oh, don't do that. The enemies have been thrown into pretty heavy disarray, scattering around and not certain where they need to run next, which is really in my advantage here. Okay, Godless are fleeing. That was not too hard of a fight. Axios is going to have a lot of cleanup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set everybody to be behind the walls except for Axios, and Axios can help clean up the corpses. Axios, take a look at Callie, hypersensitive, asexual, and greedy, and Hammer, masochist, who's got a heart defect and a missing leg. Not people to be added to our group. Axios, you are only shivering. So there might actually be time for Axios to go... No, actually, he is going to need to work a bit of overtime in order to get the farms ready again. So I'm just shutting everything down briefly to conserve power. And there's another trapware. So I'm going to keep everything off for a day or so to have the batteries recover. And Axios, you're going to be unrestricted. Put all the wood in one stockpile, and then pull that stockpile back to base. Because, nope, that's not what I said for you to do. Because it's negative 61 out. It's, like, tolerable for him. As he's bundled more than most. Sound right? A good idea? Yeah, his temperature tolerance range is, forgiving enough that this is fine for him. 70 wood. Oh, he can only, if you're only going to hold 65 of it, let's see if I can't do this smarter. I'd like to take the mortar, but I'm going to prioritize the wood. So he's grabbing all the wood. We can grab the mortar at a different time. And this, I think, is going to just be loaded into the wood-fired arc so that we can possibly ground pen scan again. I've been really hopeful to get a good scan going. We just have had absolutely crap luck about trying to find what we need. So we got a day and a half of really good power generation, which means let's get grow lights back on and all. And Axios is still on like a permanent work schedule. I know, don't worry. It's so that he can sew. Because he's happy enough that I'll just overwork him. Now, we are still just about grid access. Everyone else is going to be set to close. So they can start hauling stone again. And then Axios is hauling corpses. And hauling corpses to the emergency heat supply for next winter if we need. So of the siege site, there's only a mortar up there and corpses down here. And once the corpses immediately around the base are hauled away so that they're not horrifying for everyone else to look on, I'll send Axios down with Molotovs to clean up the other corpses. And Zeusin's just past 50% guaranteed find. Alright, he's getting exhausted, so I'm going to let him sleep. Yeah, burning corpses outside of winter is forbidden, but putting them in here isn't. So we can't burn them for base heat outside of the winter, but we can burn them other corpses. you know. In fact, it's probably respectful to burn other corpses, just not utilizing them for heat source. So it's a little complicated, but as long as I know what's going on, I guess that's fine. Yeah, regular disposal is always fine. Now, stripping them is forbidden, butchering them is forbidden, using them for any reason is forbidden outside of base heat during the winter, and winter only. Oh boy, it's happening. 6.6. Yeah, dead bodies do count for colony wealth. So that's the main driving factor for burning them. Because I don't... Yeah, you can see how much they count for colony wealth. This is probably like me burning corpses, to be honest. And removing, like, siege site stuff. It's quite penalizing. Well, it's not snowing, so hopefully I'm allowed to go out there. Do my thing. And I am praying that I get ground... Oh! Inspired creativity Zeusin. Yeah. Let's make use of that. Masterwork Bed is going to Axios. And by extension, Zeusin. Pilgrims always get the best beds, but in this case, it also benefits Axios in the process. Or Zeusin in the process, so... Yeah, why not? All those corpses are dealt with. Switch the weapons back around. And then... I bet we'll see colony wealth dip a bit as well. So we have one corpse and a mortar up there. How many people are in tribal war now? 1, 2, 3. So maybe we'll do one more tribal war. I think tribal war is pretty good material cost bang for the buck. But our apparel's definitely getting tattered. Right, one last run up here. Burn this corpse. And... I'm going to check the map for added dead. So there's Becky here, Sanders down there. So I'm just going to put a big old plan around there's corpses that escaped our attention for now. Because we'll have to do some corpse management and removal. I think that's all the other ones. So inside the base we have 7. So I should identify 7 outside the base that need to get burned up. Power is out for the... for the arc fire. which means I need to be a little bit more careful with our power. But it also looks like the rice is almost ready to harvest again, so I turned off the grow light. So how many of the corpses have we seen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's still 2 unaccounted for. I'll find them like once I burn up those 5. And maybe one more day and Triss converts. Oh, that was poor tribal war, wasn't it? That's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, there's another. We're quite low on food, so glad we're getting another harvest. Progodog, I don't think I want you cooking anymore. I don't think it's worth the risk. Cheers. Axios is almost done. Great. He's not even getting hypothermic in this temperature, because it's warm enough for him to run wherever he wants. That's awesome. That also means that we can start collecting slag, too. Canceling all the hull zones for stone chunks and just exclusively going for slag. Which I'll set up in maybe a day or two. Once it's, like, regularly warm enough to survive. Alright, Axios is going to need some R&R in a moment, though. Yeah, maybe I'll do it now. So, haul things, cancel designations. And then find slag and haul only the slag. I think most of the slag is in the south. Yeah, I think all of it is in the south. Do we have enough silver to tile the advanced research? I don't have sterile tile research, so I don't know. I think it's, what, 35 per tile, and I have 25 tiles. Converted. Is now a stalwart. So now, prisoner recruit, and I'm going to have Fishpick do the wardening from here on out, because Zeusin no longer needs to. Well, fire will probably spread to the corpse. Oh! It's going to be a weird corpse burning zone. Now, checking dead, there's 8. Maybe 7 once that burns? Meaning that we've got them all. Yep, 7. Okay. So every corpse is now burned up. Except for the ones that are in our immediate emergency heat. And yeah, I mean, total value has gone down maybe like 2,000 as a result of that. Low opinion, that's fine. Keeping a close eye on my battery power, as it's a little rough right now. And as far as zoning goes, I am unrestricting everybody. Everybody could go out. It's only -40. It only feels like a weird word to use. But it's only -40, which means I don't think anyone's going to get critically hypothermic. The only risk I really run, however, is that raids attack me, leaving people that are near the edge of the map vulnerable. Oh, right, I should have corpse avoid. Let's do that. No corpse pile will be the zoning for everybody except for Axios. Which is like, you can go everywhere except for the corpse room. Okay, we are browning. And I think I'm going to prioritize farming, because we need to eat. Over scanning. I'm also going to swap all the crops over from cotton to rice. We can't eat clothing, so... Come on, Axios. Go do the work. Nope, 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 nope. So Triss has a resistance of about 8. It's going to be maybe about a week or so, depending on chance and luck for the conversion, but it should be happening soon. In terms of these heaters should be staggered a little. I'm going to bring them down to very cold temperatures so that I can conserve power, because power conservation is going to be more important than colonist comfort. So our power draw from heaters are greatly reduced because it's a bit warmer out now. Oh man, I did not mean to have the stove on. That's a big old waste of power. So really only 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 8 heaters in the colony are on at the moment. The others are like on low power mode idle. And my plan is to brown out. Yep, there we go. And then turn off all basins that have almost matured rice, harvesting them and then getting ready for the resowing. Hey, Axios, go do that. There we go. And that should help to keep the power on. Do I need to worry about your mood? Well, at least you're not in the dark anymore. And then once they're all resowed, I'll turn the lights back on. God, the guaranteed find for Zeusin, it is just not in my favor. Her, int is high, too, but I just have not had any luck searching yet. Yeah, the eclipse is pretty freaky, I agree. I fully agree. The next find is going to be silver? I hope not. Right, we're down to very little food, so let's get this on and cooked. It's almost like I hope we get sieged, because we can defend against sieges pretty effectively. And sieges usually yield food. I didn't alright, that's fine. As long as it's not a food binge. We want potatoes? Nope, sorry. No spuds. There is an argument to be made of, like, trying to figure out where the dirt underneath these tiles are and exposing the dirt and, like, farming potatoes in the dirt spots. But I don't think we're quite there yet. Okay, the catharsis is going to help, and then I really only need to worry about Fishpick's immediate needs. So maybe... do I have enough for one more parka? I do. Zeusin, get another parka and we'll put on Fishpick. Try to get him in clothing that he likes a bit more. He's not so pissy. Most of the slag around the map, I think, is pulled into base. So if at any point I have like a nice excess of power, we can turn this slag into steel, and that will be really, really sweet. Ooh, I just saw her crafting went up. Hopefully that means the quality goes up, because she's been making some poor stuff. Like only once, but still. It hurts, given how resource scarce we are. Ooh, good. Good quality, I like it. And now he's not in tattered apparel and is like 3 degrees more insulated. Which is pretty sweet. Okay, I think, yeah, we're about to have a brownout. So let's get the grow light. And perhaps what I'll do is go back to blowback, because I don't think we're going to be able to do any scanning anytime soon. So I might as well be pushing research up a bit. Maylen, thank you for the resub. Grow light is... Really, they are walking past the lamp. Alright, grow lamp is flicked back on. So get a little bit more farming tomorrow. So I have, technically speaking, 14 basins. Like, each colonist takes about 2.5 basins. 14 basins should easily be enough to feed us all. It's just the constant browning out, so they're not constantly on. Which I think ultimately is the problem. Also, some of the premature harvests. The premature harvests I do to conserve power. because a powered off basin only kills the crops. So it's tough. Yeah, we have 5 mouths to feed, and that means we definitely have enough grown food, I think. I mean, what would be life-changing for our people is if I finally managed to do an scan of coal or coal and iron, but probably more underground wood, underground timber, so that we can start to we can start to keep the arc generator on all the time. Ooh, with inspired work frenzy, I'm really tempted to try to get the ground pen scanner on. But having her commit to research is fine too. Underground timber was always confirmed. I talked about this on the first episode about what mods I had included. There's literally a mod in the mod set in the details called Buried Timber, which you can download from my website, which adds underground timber. And we are less than 1 resistance away. Nice. I'm going to try to flick the grow light. Oh, we're only 84%. Never mind, it's not going to work. I wanted to maybe get these up to 100% so I could harvest and sow overnight. But I'm going to do that now. Another premature harvest. So slightly lower yields, but like it means that what I'm trying to minimize is time where the grow light's on and isn't growing something. Meaning that the benches should always have seeds that have grow potential left in them. So the premature harvests like this allow for that. The other issue is like light level. I think trying to harvest in the dark comes with its own penalties. So having to having to decide between yeah. Okay, Zeusin, you are now on work. Go remove those roof. And I'm going to go slightly over time to just defend the colony so you guys don't get settled with a cliffhanger. Can you just... What is your deal? Alright, zoning. Behind the walls. Remove roof. Man the mortar. And man the mortar. And then Progadog is going to be woken up to sow the remaining rice. Has their siege site been selected? Because I don't... Yeah, okay. They're convening here. I might actually... Let's hold fire and wait for their supplies to drop, because that's going to solve some of my food shortage problems, I think. I don't want to make them route prior. There we go. I hope we don't hit their food. Keller dead. Or downed. Progadog has... Fishpick, can you help... You know, the other issue that I had is the schedule. What did Zeusin's schedule look like just a moment ago? It was... Well, I can always fix it after the stream ends, but yeah, I'll have to put that back. The problem with scheduling them like this is I think it was like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have it memorized. I'll double check the VODs. It's fine. Fantastic. I harassed them into an attack. I did not harm the meals. And the weapons they're coming in with aren't amazing. And 3 of them are already down. 4, actually. We killed an anonymous person. The farm fields are fully sown. Ready for the morning. Excellent. And defenders are being mustered. Actually, I should probably have everyone be close to Axios for the shooting aura. Ooh, Paragonog's shooting has gained a lot. He's a better shooter than I had previously given him credit for. Okay, they're fleeing. That was really a non-issue raid. I love it. So all of their schedule is going to go back to normal. I don't think that we have the food to consider for prisoners. And on top of that, there's none of them that even look decent for prisoner. Axios isn't quite done satisfying his bloodlust, though. I could also always check if, like Chili has ambrosia, for instance. That would have been nice to have, but they're gone now. The roof has been re-roofed, so we don't really have to worry about losing heat. Wow. This dude won't die. Also, in the case of that bionic ear, it would have been against the rules. Organ harvesting is against the rules. Or not rules so much as ideology. No harvest or sell. Right? No harvest or sell. That might change over time, but for now, if it's against the ideology, it's effectively against the rules. You could think of them as kind of one and the same. So, in this case, if our ideology forbids harvesting organs, then we don't harvest organs. Triss's resistance is completely nullified, and that means that the next time we talk to her, she will be recruited. But this is where I am going to leave off for today. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 2nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow members of the Ark.